The girl, pretending to be sick, calls up her boss and says in a weak, trembling voice, "Boss, I suddenly have a terrible stomachache. Could you please come and pick me up?" The man, already knowing she is just acting, quietly lets his wife listen to the entire conversation. The girl continues desperately, "I'm in so much pain I can't even drive anymore. Please come quickly. I'll wait for you at the crossroads." The wife, full of worry and concern, gently says, "Honey, please go quickly. Don't let anything bad happen to her." But the man calmly replies, "She's not that simple. I feel like she has other intentions." Still, thinking that maybe she truly isn't feeling well, he calls an Uber to pick the girl up, and before hanging up, he adds coldly, "By the way, make sure she pays for the ride herself." The wife, clearly upset and confused, says with concern, "She's your employee and she needs help. How can you not help her?" But the man simply waves it off, choosing not to argue further. A few minutes later, the girl receives a call from the Uber driver, but realizing her boss is not coming for her, she quickly says with annoyance, "I don't need the ride anymore." Then she mutters to herself bitterly, "So you're playing hard to get, huh?" The next day at the office, the girl walks up to the boss with a sweet smile and says softly, "Boss, I remember you like sugar-free coffee, so I brought you one." She tries to get closer and lightly touch him, but the man immediately steps back, avoiding her without hesitation. The girl continues, pretending to care, "Boss, you look tired. Did the client give you trouble with the plans again? How about I help you with some of the work? I don't have anything to do after I get off work anyway." But the man responds firmly, "No need. I can handle it myself. Also, there are 2 incorrect data points in the report you submitted. Please revise them." Still trying to gain sympathy, the girl lowers her head and says softly, "I'm sorry, boss. I didn't fully understand the report. I hope you can forgive me." The man looks at her seriously and says coldly, "At work, we only look at right and wrong. Nothing else. You may leave now." Before leaving, the girl secretly snaps photos with the boss in the background. When the man gets home, he is shocked to see multiple photos of himself and the girl online, and he quickly tells his wife, "Look at this. When did I ever take pictures like that with her?" The wife, not taking it seriously at first, "Oh well, young people do these things all the time. It's normal." Those words make the man think deeply, and he calls the girl and says calmly, "I understand what you want. Come to my house right now." Then he turns to his wife and says quietly, "Babe, go hide in the room for a while. I want to see what she's really up to." When the girl arrives at his house, she smirks and says confidently, "Boss, why are you in such a hurry to see me? Have you finally thought things through? Tell me, how can your old wife ever compare to me?" The man looks straight at her and asks firmly, "What's with those pictures you posted? We never took photos like that, did we?" The girl smiles shamelessly and replies, "Oh, that. One was just a candid shot I took and the others were photoshopped." The man nods slowly and says, "So that's how it is." Then he raises his voice and calls out, "Did you hear that?" The girl freezes in shock when she saw the wife, but still tries to act, saying, "Boss, your wife is at home and you still dared to call me over. You're really bold." This time the man speaks firmly and clearly. "Listen carefully. I am a married man. I have a wife and a family, and everything I have today exists because of my wife. And since your heart is no longer on your work, you don't need to come to the office starting tomorrow." The girl tries to defend herself, but the man cuts her off immediately and shouts, "Get out!" So friends, always stay loyal, no matter what.